of the world's finest will clash in the ring.
Ain't gonna be no rematch.
You got a big mouth.
Hello game fans and welcome to another review from Gaming Debugged. Today we're looking at Rumble Boxing Creed Champions. Boxing games seem to have been hibernating for the last decade. Apart from a couple of half decent VR games, console gamers had to settle for UFC or wrestling titles. Finally, this drought has ended with the release of Rumble Boxing Creed Champions. But is Rumble Boxing a total knockout or is it on the ropes? Here's my review of Rumble Boxing Creed Champions. Servios and MGM have teamed up to deliver a purely arcade take on the sport in this fast-paced title based on the Rocky and Creed film franchises. Servios is no stranger to both boxing games and the Creed franchise after creating the VR game Creed Rise to Glory back in 2018. However, Rumble Boxing is more in the vein of Ready to Rumble boxing than Fight Night, so purists of the sport looking for the next Fight Night might be a little bit disappointed. Rumble Boxing follows the Rocky story from a retrospective perspective, as old Rocky recounts his journey to Adonis Johnson, Apollo Creed's son and hero of the recent Creed movies. As he weaves his tale of backstreet brawls and epic title bouts, the player will step into his shoes and replay the fights from days gone by. To mix it up, there's also a series of mini training games that will see you running, hitting punch bags and tenderizing meat to ready yourself for the big match. The minigames are short-lived and never really overstay their welcome and become easier the more you get used to them. The fights themselves is where the game comes alive. This arcade battler has a series of fast jab moves on one button, slower, more powerful moves on another, whilst the remaining buttons allow you to grab, dodge, block and move. Special moves can be performed when you have a full power meter and you can feel the meaty clobber of a perfectly timed uppercut throughout your controller. Dodging and blocking becomes essential as you progress through the game, but it's pretty easy to pick up and play if you prefer the button bashing approach. The different boxer types include sluggers, swarmers and generalists, and all play different enough. As you might expect, sluggers are slow and powerful, swarmers fast and weak, and the generalists just sit in the middle. There are 20 fighters on the roster and include many of the characters found in both the Rocky and the Creed franchises. Different fighters can be unlocked through playing the game and not through paywalls, thank you very much, with most of these unlocked through the Versus mode. So if you want Apollo Creed or Mr. T's Clubber Lang, you'll need to put some time into the Versus game.
I'm gonna polarize you.
The graphics flick between 3D fighting and 2D character interactions. The cartoon style takes some getting used to, but does grow on you. The 2D dialogue sections look great, but would benefit from some more audio, as all the reading may put some people off. The quick skip addresses this issue, but draws you away from the story that they're trying to tell. If you haven't seen any of the movies, then the dialogue does do a good job of bridging the gap to help explain why in one match you're fighting a jeans-clad Irishman in a back alley and then going for a championship belt in the next. The 3D character models on all the different fighters look amazing despite their oversized heads. The additional characters still look great, but there are some serious stereotypes in there, from scrappy Irishmen, big black security guards, Native Americans and a Viking turned boxer. Rumble Boxing has all the music that you might expect, and you will find yourself training to the classic Rocky montage and recognising Eye of the Tiger at various different points. The voice audio is used sparingly and is mainly used at the start and the end of fights. However, if you knock people down or you get knocked down, there is also the odd jeer or comment.
Ain't gonna be no rematch.
Overall, Rumble Boxing is a welcome addition to the long neglected genre. It enjoys the speed and arcade fun of Ready to Rumble boxing with a learning curve that requires players to learn a complete moveset in order to complete. The graphics walk the thin line of being stunning and silly, whilst the music and audio captures the spirit of the franchises. Fight Night fans will have to wait a little bit longer for a more technical game, and some players will be turned off by all of the reading. However, Rumble Boxing is lots of fun with friends in Versus mode, and the single player is a nostalgic jaunt down memory lane. For fans of boxing games and the Rocky movies, this is just the game that you've been waiting for. So if this review's been useful, please give it a like, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ding that bell, and I'll be back with another review very soon.
Finish him!